there's a perception people have, especially that are sellers that are looking to sell properties, or they're looking to bring their properties in the market.
When people start talking about fee and they're price sensitive and this and that, fee is truly really only an issue, Mona, in the absence of value.
Welcome to StrataQueens podcast, unraveling the layers of real estate.
Hi, Phil. How are you?
Hello, Mona. I am fantastic. How are you doing on this beautiful Tuesday?
Oh my God, it's so beautiful and sunny. It was really a stormy day, and of course the rain from yesterday. But that's, again, I always say embrace both days. Yesterday gave me the opportunity to work from home. Today I'm going to be out and about. So great. Thank you so much for being on a StrataQueens podcast. I was meaning to get you on my podcast for the longest time. So really, thankfully, I got your attention.
Yeah, it's my absolute pleasure. And thank you. And it was great to see you last week at Realtor Collective as well.
Oh my God, we need an extra separate podcast for that one alone. So many nuggets were in the Realtor Collective. I mean, really so many nuggets. I wish there were more people there, in which we're going to talk more on podcasts, that how do you really use this time in a learning process for your business. Now, Phil, you need no introduction. For those that don't know who Phil is, I would highly recommend, there's a links in the comments. There's a links down in the below in the description. Go down to the links and see who Phil is. He needs no introduction. The person who has dominated and became number one in Ottawa. And I always, there's a saying, if you can do it once, you can do it again. And you're truly a role model for that saying, that yes, you did it once. And then you were like, let's try this again. And then, of course, you went to Victoria and became the number one realtor there. So thank you for being here.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you. So, Phil, that brings me to, especially in this market, as we know that one thing I'm finding a lot of real estate agents are struggling with, and that goes for the consumer side too, that there's a perception people have, especially that are sellers that are looking to sell properties, or they're looking to bring their properties in the market. They feel that more than ever, as a real estate agents, we need them more. And of course we do. I mean, there's no doubt about it. But from their perspective, it is more comes down to that we don't have much business. So we will do for any money amount of it. Like they can discount on us. They can tell us to sell it for cheaper because we need them. We need this business. They think we're struggling. And I wanted to shed some light on that topic, that how important it is. Like, what is the real estate agent role is? And in this market, what makes more sense to bring the real estate agent on board to sell the properties? So from here, please take it away.
Well, thank you, Mona. And, the realtor is really in a fiduciary relationship with their client. For most people, their home is their single largest investment. And, I like to liken it to, when people start talking about fee and they're price sensitive and this and that. Fee is truly really only an issue, Mona, in the absence of value. And so it's about knowing what your value proposition is when representing your clients, and bringing that track record and value proposition to the table so that fee becomes really a non-issue, just part of your remuneration for getting a job very well done. And so when representing sellers, of course, their main objective is to get their home sold fast for top dollar and with the least amount of hassle. And so I liken this relationship to if someone were to have heart surgery, for instance. For most of us, our heart is a very vital organ. I think all of us, for that matter. And, would you choose the surgeon that gave you the best price on your potential procedure? Or would you choose the surgeon with the proven track record of, saving patients, helping patients, putting your needs first and making sure that you're healthy? And so for most of us, we would choose that surgeon with the proven track record versus the surgeon that's trying to, win our business based on price. And I truly believe that you have to look at the sale of your home in that same regard. Again, taking the seriousness of it, that it is, for most of us, again, our largest investment. And so engaging someone with that proven track record that knows their sold to ask ratio and knows their average days on market and has a strategy to get your home sold. And then the fee really becomes a non-issue. Does that make sense, Mona?
Absolutely. And it's funny because I'm a real estate agent for 18 years, but I come back from a retail background. So I used to be store manager with Staples, Best Buy, which was used to be Future Shop and whatnot. And there's one term, and I'm going back in 1993, 1994, like from those times. I used to be a sales trainers for them. And I always said this to my people when I will do the sales training. If you can create the value, then the money does not even matter. You have to create the value. And I think that as a consumers and even as a real estate agent, so not just consumers, so I'm not just saying this for the consumers also that who are looking to sell their properties, who may be watching this and saying, okay, yeah, it makes sense to pay the real estate agent the right fees. And it's not about the commissions, it's really the value and what they bring to the table. But it's for the real estate agents too, that you need to up your game. You need to bring, I always say that, there's a saying that go an extra mile. Same way you go extra, that what value, what you're going to do different for them in this market, especially that they want to go with you as a real estate agent, because of course end of the day they see the value. So absolutely it makes sense. Phil, because I always want to keep my topics short, sweet, and simple and to the point, anything you want to add before we end this segment?
You know what? Again, just to really, really dig down on this notion that, fee is really only ever an issue in the absence of value. Bring that value to the table to your clients, and I assure you, you will be more than handsomely compensated and remunerated for providing great work and service.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Phil, for being here. And I look forward to bringing you more on these segments because you absolutely bring so much valuable information that I think our listeners needs to hear it. So thank you for being here.
It's my pleasure, Mona. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.